Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel to this very late night video. I wanted to create a short video about why Tesla, the company, will have a horrible year, but this is going to be awesome for the stock in the long term. This is very counterintuitive, and I just feel like it's important for Tesla investors to know about this and hear about this so they know how to think and so that they don't get scared if the price drops, but they get greedy instead, which is a much better thing to do. So thank you very much for being here. As always, please make sure you check the subscribe button and hit it if you're not subscribed. And you can even check out the first link in the description box below, which takes you to our Patreon link where you can support the channel and get exclusive content by me. So we all know that recession is coming, and recession is very bad for auto companies, mainly because when interest rates go up, people tend to hold off on very big purchases like houses and autos. And this is very known. This is probably what's behind the recent collapse of Tesla. The investors also presuppose that Tesla will probably have demand issues, and this is not wrong to assume based on what I have just said. And Elon Musk gave us an insight on how they will handle this in the All-In Pod, which is a very good video. I really recommend you to watch the All-In Pod where Elon Musk talks about how they're going to handle this. And he said that you can either keep the prices constant and focus on keeping your margin and you cut other things, but that will result in lower volumes. Or what you can do is you lower the prices so that you keep up the demand and you still continue to sell more and more cars. And he said that this is the one that he favors. This is logical for many, many reasons. Because Tesla is not just a car company, and they can turn on FSD at any time, and they can sell you different services at any time. And obviously, the more cars they have on the road, the more and bigger market that they have for these services. So that's really good for them. But this will also leave them with decreasing EPS or even no EPS. Elon Musk even mentioned this this possible outcome in the All-In Pod. And he said that as long as they don't kill the company, we know Tesla has a very strong cash position. He said that he would continue to decrease the prices and even maybe have a losing year, but he would still ramp up the production and keep on selling more cars. This also means that Tesla will be very, very hard to value if you focus on the next 1 to 2 years. Because Tesla has been a growth company, and you could expect the EPS to grow very much every year, and therefore Tesla could command a very high PEG ratio. It could command a very high PE ratio because they would always grow into this, and this will disappear in the next 1 to 2 years. And frankly, it can result in any sort of price for Tesla. Musk even gave this example that one of the CFO of Tesla worked at a company that in the dot-com crash went 97% down. And he gives this as an example for Tesla, and honestly, this could happen. However, counterintuitively, this is very, very good for the stock and for the company in the long term. And I have to explain to you why this is. So every company that is not making profit or doesn't have a very high gross margin has been hammered and punished very bad on the stock market. And you have to think about Tesla's competition. They are already selling EVs at a loss while they are competing with Tesla. So if you take a product like the Model 3, for Ford, for example, to sell the Mach-E, they already have to sell at a loss while the car costs more than the Tesla Model 3. Imagine Tesla basically to run at zero, they can go 20% lower on their prices, and that's discounting any efficiencies that Tesla tends to make every year while producing different cars. So it's very likely that maybe they can even go 22, 23% down and still have a zero result and not even go minus. But Ford doesn't have this luxury, and GM doesn't have this luxury. Lucid doesn't have this luxury. Rivian, none of Tesla competition has this luxury to be able to go so much down on the price and still break even. And this also means that the competition, because they're being punished, for example, GM and Ford, they might be punished by investors for pursuing their EV plans because they already make profit on ICE vehicles, and basically for them investing in EVs destroys the profitability of the companies, and they're investing money into a money-losing activity that investors just don't want to see right now. Also, all the investments into self-driving might be paused because that is also a huge money loser, and that's currently not what investors want to see. So this potentially means that in this recessionary times, Tesla's competition might be completely taken out of the picture or will be hugely weakened, and the investments will be paused into EVs, and there will just be a lot less competition when Tesla comes out on the other side. And when this recession is over, which might be in 2025, maybe in 2026, hopefully in 2025, Tesla will emerge as the clear winner in the EV space with almost no competition, both on the EV front and both on the self-driving front. The autopilot will be way further. If the competition still exists, they will have paused their own autopilot efforts or slowed them down, because it's just not what is wanted in 2020, in the 2023 bear market. So the autopilot will be, in a bad case, just way further ahead than anybody has ever been. And in the best case, there will just be zero competition. And during this recession, it will be impossible to evaluate Tesla because there will be very little or no EPS. But once the recession is over, Tesla will be in a very, very different place. So this is a fancy way of saying that the stock price can go anywhere. It can go much lower than it is today, but that will be a very, very irrationally low price. So this is not investment advice. This is what I am doing. I am doing everything that I can to add to my position while the price is down. And this is very counterintuitive, but the current scene, I believe, is very, very, very good for a long-term viewpoint in Tesla and as a long-term share investor. And really, I have missed Tesla in 2019. I missed investing in it, and I feel that life gave me another chance to invest into this beautiful company again. And I'm telling you, I was around in 2019, and it was also scary. There was talks about Elon Musk maybe being removed as the CEO. There was talks about the company going bankrupt. Demand disappearing. That's a constant topic. Production not being ramping up with the Model 3, and it was just the same scary as it is now. But I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what your plan is with Tesla. I'm really curious to know. Check out the Patreon link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.